Okay, I want to get this out there. This is going to be one of those where it's going to be kind of where you have to get a tinfoil fedora. Okay, I'll wait. Honestly, I think this is going to be the one that's going to probably set me as the nut job of YouTube. But I'm constantly thinking. My head's always going. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think it's some reason I'm just I allow my mind to wander, amongst other things. I started to pay more attention. I found this show called The Coming Convergence. And I started watching it. I mean, I've been toying with the idea of different things for a while in regards to time, God, and stuff like that. But a few years back, actually, 10 or so, and I watched the debate every so often between Bill Nye and Ken Ham in regards to the origin. I get a kick out of it because if Ken Ham would have said, "There's a book for that," one more time, Bill Nye would have probably shoved that book right where the sun don't shine. But it started me thinking because one of the biggest catching points for atheists in regards to the creation story is dinosaurs. And I sat back there and mentally, I did this as a mental exercise one night. I took the evolutionary timeline and the creation timeline, using present time as a start point. And in my opinion, I know I could be wrong. I ain't no astrophysicist, historian, or anything. But basically, from what I understand, is that the creation timeline starts several 100,000 years, if not more, after the extinction of the dinosaurs. Thus, meaning that the fact that evolution and creation could have happened side by side. I know right now I just lit every Christian on fire right now. I'm gonna do several videos on this because I'm gonna try to keep my videos down to under 15 minutes, just for me. But you have to understand that the idea of God was best described in what was it? Oh, I can't think of which Battlestar Galactica it was. But it's where they went and rescued a bunch of survivors and refugees off of Caprica. Well, one of them was a Cylon. Well, the exact same model was on Galactica already. So when they went whoop and etc. Well, I want to feel the solar winds wash over my and and he's talking about what he wants, and it's not living force. He wants to be a part of the galaxy. But what he says, another thing that he said is religion is the primitive way to explain why the sun rises and the sun sets. Religion is the primitive reasoning for anything that happens. And it got me to think, what if what we call God was nothing more than just a mere mortal creature with advanced technology? Think about it. Say we find a planet that's got Cro-Magnon man on it, who that just discovered fire. Wow, fire, a gift from the gods. Guess what I've just become? That simple. Again, with I hope you have your tinfoil fedora or sombrero or whatever you wear, because I'm gonna kind of go off on a bit of a tangent because I believe with all things are possible with given time and emerging technology. Okay, there's evidence of this. Think about this. Okay, when I was, I think, God, 15, 16 years old, me and my friends were hanging around. Friends I used to have were hanging around the local Circle K. Well, lo and behold, I was looking at, they had these little panels on the next, and as I was sitting there pocketing cigarettes, I read it, and it said, quoted, "One day a computer will be small enough to fit in a single room." And now look what I've recorded this on a laptop, small enough to fit in my backpack. I have something just as powerful that fits in my pocket. I often wonder if we were not at one time a colony. I mean, it's best said. I think it's best explained in Stargate SG-1 how I believe. No, I don't believe that there were pyramid ships go. No, but I think when they said that the pyramids had the ability to create hydrogen, what is one of the fuel sources you would need in space? Yes, hydrogen is abundant in space, but it would take energy to process it. So, therefore, why process it aboard your ship when you can have it processed aboard a planet? Honestly, my opinion, I think we were on the far edges of somewhere, some empire. And basically, I mean, you think about it, time's eternal. I mean, there's, in my opinion, two concepts of time: mortal time and eternal time. Eternal time is what makes everything happen. Mortal time is what we live. In our opinion, in our time, our mortal time started with the Big Bang. Just because I die doesn't mean the rest of the world disappears. I mean, in essence, time does have an end and it does have a beginning. Because all for something to begin, something else must end. I mean, simple philosophy. I know there are people out there go, no, that's totally false. That's total. I know, and I understand why it could be false. But this is what I feel. I mean, you think about it. But yet, you think about God. And I've had a few people ask me about free will. How do you account for free will? And as somebody who is, I would say I'm a believer, but I'm a free agent on a church. I mean, I can't really tie myself to a church because, in some ways, the church will take what you say and bend it to their will. But to say the least, free will is simply defined as God understanding one thing: the very young don't always do as they're told. I got that quote from the Knox, the Stargate SG-1. I have applied that to my parenting, and you don't realize how much it helps. But I don't believe. I mean, I understand that there are those out there that will try to persuade this, try to discredit this. I know, and I expect there will be somebody who could probably will. But this is not a hard fact. This is an opinion. I understand that I don't know what's on the other side. I don't. I mean, I've gone off on a few tangents on time on this, but with all due respect, time is God, God is time. All things happen through time, and all things happen through God. So they're one and the same. A lot of people, I think, even myself, often ask, how could it take only 7 days? But if you think about God being time, then you understand time is infinite. Time does not know that it flows. Time does not know it exists. Time is time. We cannot exist without it. Nothing will exist without time. And that's the only thing time knows. You guys got your tinfoil fedoras on? So I want to throw something at you. Okay. I'm going to do this real quick. Oh, I'll do it in a later video. But peace out, man. I mean, if you don't like what I say, don't watch me. Otherwise, have a good night. And we love you.